touch. Been looking for reasons why you're the one I can't shake off. Waking up a disaster, pushing time faster till I can see you again. Nothing else seems to matter. Is it for worse or for better? Must be my medicine. I got that head fresh, heartbeat is speeding up. I must be love drunk, body's passion. It's move. You know it's way too expensive when we are at war. Lately I've been feeling so senseless. This line that we have to draw. Each time you act so defensive, and that's when we crashed.